Okay. So far so good. We rolling, man. We got a lot to say, y'all. Whole lot to say. Um, it's a very, very controversial and very interesting topic that we have today, man. This one's a monster, man. You know, this is a monster. We got some more to say. I'm gonna send this link out real quick, and we're gonna get everybody back in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna go back over here. Ed, what's good? And welcome back.
All right. Where is everybody?
Hey, before we get started, Will. Hey, work on that mic, bro. Your mic is like super loud. If you could turn it down, that would be great.
How does it sound? Is it low now? Is it better? Or it's still loud?
Turn that down like way down.
All right. Let me look at it.
Drowning everybody out. Johnny, welcome back, bro.
What up?
Yeah, because I'm surprised you don't hear it, Will. But it's like super loud. It's like drowning everybody out.
All right. Let me go on my audio.
While you working on that, we're gonna keep it rolling and let us know when you got it together. We still here.
I mean, I was just throwing that out there because that, like, of course I'm on TikTok a lot, and that seems to be one of the talking points is it because he defended a Black woman?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
here's the reason why I think that's bullshit.
Everybody got their opinions. But in the same token, like y'all said, I think it's a lot of reaching because, you know, to me, at first I really didn't have no opinion about it. I ain't gonna even fucking lie. I'm like, oh, well, let's see what happens. I'm just me. I don't think the way everybody else think. I'm just like, well, what the fuck? My question is with all this sensationalism around this and this scandal, what the fuck are they doing behind the back? I just want to know what the fuck is going on.
What do you mean?
Whenever it's some shit like this, and this is my conspiracy theory as mine, I feel like it's something going on in the background that they don't want us to know about.
Oh yeah, typically, yeah. This is the version.
I don't trust none of this shit that's on TV because it's all acting.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
The fucking news we watch is acting. So it's just like me, I'm trying to see what the fuck is going on. Anytime some big shit happen like that, some of our rights is taken away somehow, somewhere. Some of our freedom, something is going on. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But then again, I'm also like, I think I'm more like me and Alicia, more like I'm the metaphysical one. It's a lot of shit going on, like cosmically, that is making all of this shit happen.
I'm not metaphysical.
Yes, you are, darling. Yes, you
I
are,
just want to know what category you put me in.
You the medical physicalist motherfucker that I know.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Metaphysicalist motherfucker, you know.
So look, so the thing was that the whole thing is, Alicia said, we know the Black woman ain't protected.
I disagree, but okay.
You know what? And you know what? I you know what? Yeah, we know because Black women keep forcing it down our fucking throats. But at the same time,
is that what we do, Kanard?
So that's what y'all doing. I ain't talking about you particularly.
That's kind of true, yeah.
That's the narrative that's being pushed. But the other side of it is, what I would say is that Black people aren't being protected, but it's also Black people's responsibility to protect ourselves. Okay.
Now you say that this week. What you gonna say next week?
What you mean?
To protect ourselves? Are you saying us to ourselves individually or as a people?
No, as individually first, then as a people. You're supposed to protect yourself. That's your obligation to you. That's self-preservation. You're supposed to protect yourself. Keep yourself out of harm's way, is what I'm saying. Okay. That ain't nobody else's job but your own. Okay.
True.
Right. So be it as it may, it's this whole big campaign about, oh, well, the Black woman, she ain't nobody protecting her. The fuck? Black women, on the average, ain't got shit good to say about Black men.
That's a motherfucking
lie. I said average. I didn't say y'all. I said
that's not true.
We average, nigga.
We
No,
are.
you're not, y'all.
Put it this way.
We
Put
No,
it
you're
this
not.
way.
No, you're not.
Put it
No, you're
this
not.
way.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
And I
Everyday
agree
black
with
women
John.
right
I agree
here.
with Bill. Hold on, what's the go ahead. Go, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying we are everyday black women that you talking to. Fuck what you heard.
But y'all not
But
average.
you don't hold the
Y'all are
opinions of
not
everyday
average.
black women.
Right, you don't. Don't
And
hold
I
an
mean
opinion
that,
every
I
woman.
mean that
You surprised?
sincerely, and I mean that in a complimentary way. There ain't a woman on this show that is an average black woman. That's my opinion of it.
Well,
Because
thank you.
the average women,
Right,
because
right.
that's what they do. Oh, we're not protected. Protected black women at all costs and all this
Let me
bullshit.
get. Can I give an example, Kennard?
Go ahead, John.
Okay, here's one example of what a woman would think is the man's role in protecting her. I gave this one yesterday. So I'm out with my wife a long time ago. We out about to go to a comedy show. No, a jazz club. We stop, we go, we park the car. It's about maybe a half a block away for us to walk to the spot. It's about three little young dudes, maybe, I don't know, somewhere between 19 and 25, somewhere in there, but it's three of them. One of them says, hey, she got a fat ass. Okay, the other one said that I didn't care about that, whatever. The other one said something more disrespectful, like, hey man, fuck dude, come give me. The other one goes and they on that shit right there. Boom. Now, here's the problem. Men know in that situation, it's not my responsibility to quote unquote protect your honor by either one, saying anything, or two, putting my hands on nobody. Because first of all, me putting my hands on them mean I can't protect you. Because all I did was escalate a situation that I can't control. Right. Now, if you all are saying that you want black men to protect you, and you three understand that that doesn't fall within the realm of what I just said, that's now we're talking about what you all think. But I have literally spoken to people. My wife didn't think that, but I have literally spoken to a bunch of other women who thought, well, no, you disrespected her quote unquote honor. You should be whooping his ass. That's a very childish way of thinking. That's not how men should think.
Exactly.
And that's not what I think of as protection.
I know that's what puts you in a minority.
Right. And so we talk about the average black women. This is their idea. That's why so many of them is vouching for Will and what he did, because he did the exact same thing that the average.
That's what they would have wanted done for themselves.
Right. And see now,
okay.
See, here's the thing. See, okay, and it's not the shit on women, and I don't want to sound sexist, but I'm just saying what I think. Women operate from here, we operate from here. There's two different leagues. So everything we do, we start here first.
Hey, did you just say that shit?
Wait, hold on. I'm just saying my opinion.
The fact that we're discussing somebody going up on stage, slapping, smacking somebody, shows that y'all ain't always thinking from here. That was from right here.
We talk about that's individual.
That felt like that was from his ass. That nigga was butthurt.
Okay, cool, right, fine. But it is
but
some dudes like that.
September.
Some dudes that's like that. That's overly emotional. That's another problem with some of these dudes today. But a man, he's supposed to operate from here first. This is where the fuck the shit starts. Now, my thing is, say if it was me in that shoe, and say I had the balls to go up on stage and smack a motherfucker. Now, I'm expecting to get a fight back off the top.
Right.
I'm not even coming up there unless I'm expecting a fight. And I'm not a confrontational person. But if I was to do that, I'm expecting him to hit me back. Now we got to fight. You see what I'm saying? So rather than go that route with it, now you know what? I'm going to dead that shit. Or I'm going to come to him when ain't no cameras, ain't no nothing. I'm going to come to him man to man, and I'm going to check him. Straight up to his face. So he know directly from me what it is. That's the way it's supposed to be handled. That's the way a man handles shit.
I'm shocked, but I agree.
I'm saying that's the way it's supposed to be. You don't run up on fucking stage like a fucking teenager.
Wait. Don't run past that, Kennard. Why are you shocked?
Because me and Kennard usually agree.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just let it be what it is. I said, I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, well, if you're shocked, then that's fine. What you thought I was gonna say, Ev?
Nothing. I was just, what comes up comes out.
Look, some sexy shit. You're about to say some sexy shit.
I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm illustrating a point. Okay, now with the black women thing.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be offensive. We discussing a male and a female different traits.
It's two different dynamics.
It's just two different things.
I expect y'all to be to be more compassionate, to be more on that end, but expect me to be more logical, more reasonable, more rational. That's the difference. That's why we both work together. So going to what y'all said earlier about black women being unprotected, okay, that's because we are two different, we not together. So you have no protection if you by yourself. That's just what that is. We need one another. We can't just be logic every step of the way. We need some emotion. Y'all can't be emotion every step of the way. Y'all need some fucking logic.
We also can't protect you if you have to listen. It is impossible to protect someone who does not, one, submit, and then two, listen. Case in point, if we out together and the niggas say, hey, I want to fuck your bitch. If I tell you to get in the fucking car, I need you to get in the goddamn car. I don't need, oh, hell no, my boyfriend. Get in the fucking car.
Bottom line, let a man be a man. Hold on, I'm gonna say this. Let a man be a man. It's a man's job to protect. See, a lot of average women do not know what value a man has. They don't see no value other than $1 from a man. But see, men provide a whole lot more that goes unaccounted for. Like an instant what John said. If I see some shit, first off, everywhere we go, I'm looking out. That's my job. Right. I don't go to bed in this motherfucker without looking out. I don't wake up in the morning in the middle of the night without looking out. That's my job to protect my wife. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Not
some women, I believe.
Fine. But see, this is what I'm saying. This is shit that average women don't think about. Now she go out there, say she go out there, pop off or whatever, some shit go down. Okay. Or if I look like it's some bullshit coming this way, I'm trying to step around it. I ain't trying to deal with this fucking shit, and I ain't trying to put her in harm's way either. So it's my job to protect. But if it's a thing whereas the sisters don't listen to the man, they don't respect the man, they don't love the man, they don't care about the man, then why the fuck would we even want to protect?
Right.
See? So this is what it is. This is, see, and I said all that to say this. This situation with Will and Jada and Chris Rock. And then when people started talking about, he's protecting the black woman and all this other bullshit. I think it was Ed that said it. It's like it's a disconnect there. Like there's a whole separate thing going on with black women over here and black men over here. And it shouldn't be that way. But they constantly perpetuate it, and a lot of us here in the real world perpetuate it. Like that's what we want to fucking see, and it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be that way. So if the black woman is unprotected, that's because that's what she wants. Because if some of these sisters could come back down to earth with their high ass wish lists and all these crazy ass unrealistic demands, then you wouldn't have no problem getting no man. They would love to be there to protect you, to provide or contribute, to be with you. But if you can't come down off that high cloud tree, you ain't gonna never get no man. Not no black man, and probably not no other kind of man either.
And not a good one. And
definitely not a good one. Straight up, you gotta be first off, you gotta be a woman to find a man first. That's number one. I think it's fucking kids. They are kids.
You know why? I believe why some women talk about, it's not all women.
Not all. I'm not saying all. Not by a long shot.
I do believe some women talk about finances because they don't know how to count. They fuck up money. Not all women. Because the ones that
black women as a whole generally make more money and maintain more in their portfolio than black men. So to say that it's not accurate.
No, you don't. No, they don't.
No, all women. I'm not talking about all women. I didn't say all women.
Statistically speaking.
I agree with Alicia.
No, statistically speaking. Black
she is correct. Black women are higher earners than black men.
No, that is not true. Black men, black men.
I totally agree, but you saying high earners, I'm saying that's different. Anybody could make $100 or make $1 million.
No, they
it's
can't.
how you
get it. I've been trying.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm talking about financial literacy. It's part of protection for some women.
Straight up.
But it's part of protection for some men too, because I see a lot. Let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of men out, and I've helped a few that had shitty ass credit. Like just.
Why are we talking about the bottom percent of people?
I'm not talking about, by the way.
No, baby. This ain't just bottom, sweetheart. These are folks that you wouldn't. They so put together. you would think that they got their shit together till you see their credit score and what they and part of that is I don't think that that's a black man or black woman problem. I think that that's a black problem, period. Just because we have never been taught financial literacy as a whole. Like nobody explained to us what credit means, like getting an apartment and getting all these high interest rate loans, and nobody explained that shit to us. So a lot of us, we didn't find out about, or we didn't become financial literate until we fucked up our credit and we had to repair something or fix something. And that's when we learned the importance of credit. The point, like you wouldn't even think I don't think most black people, maybe more so now, but back when we were growing up and in our 20s, they didn't think about a late payment as being a derogatory mark. Like, first of all, probably didn't think about our credit, but even a 30-day late payment on your credit, how detrimental that can be for some things that you're trying to get, like, right? Or like even like having a bunch of credit cards that you pay off every month, but your credit debt ratio is so high that you can't get anything else, although you pay off. Like, nobody really explains that shit. Nobody explains that it's probably better for you to have money than use your credit card, because you might have a credit card at 21.9% interest rate. You don't need to use it. So those people are finding out those things as a whole. I think our community is figuring that shit as we go along. And I think this generation has a better grasp on it because we've been talking about it. But even if you think about our parents, they paid the bills and they didn't have bad credit. They made sure everything was paid, but nobody showed us how to pay a bill. Nobody showed us, the checks and how to kind of keep things in order so that everything can flow. And that's what we, and then like spending money just to be spending it. Like we didn't have that literacy. So I don't think it's a man thing or one thing, but my great grandfather told me one time, you can't protect anything that you can't control, right? That goes for anything. Growing up, like I had a bunch of brothers and cousins, and even my daughter, with my daughters and my nieces, my son and my nephew are in charge, and my nephew is younger than them. He's in charge. And what that means is that don't put them in any fucking position that's gonna get them hurt. Like they're responsible to protect you, but you're responsible to them too. Don't get them in shit. So if y'all see a bunch of dudes on the basketball court and y'all playing basketball, come away from over there, because you're putting yourself in a position that may end up bad for your brothers and your cousins. And I think that's the part that the protection, I think that men and women, like black men and women, we are fucked up. We're fucked up individually.
Right, that's right.
But you can't protect from a place of I don't want to say meekness, but these fucking softness. Like, be a fucking, like, men be men. I don't need nobody to act like me. I don't because that's not attractive to me. But a man needs to be able to control his household. Period. If he says, if the expectation is that he protects you, and as old as I am, when my cousins tell me, don't go over there, don't go down that street, stay away from over there, I do exactly what the fuck they say. I don't ask no questions. I don't try to sneak down there because I know that they're telling me that for a reason, and they don't really even tell me the reason. But
some women don't even do that. That's what we talk. That's what Kanar's saying.
You can't expect protection if you don't want to listen. Like, I can't protect you if you're not going to listen to me.
Exactly.
So I'm
right. That's the whole point.
Alicia, so here's the disconnect though. I agree with everything you just said, except the statistics about women and make it, that's not true. But anyway, the as far as what you just said, I had to slip that in.
The reason why I made up the money, the reason I said the money is not because of how much a woman makes, is some women are frugal and they wasteful.
Yeah.
What were you saying, John?
I was saying that when it comes to the women listening and submitting, or however you want to phrase it, everything that you just said, yep, I agree. But the problem is the woman who thinks to herself, I want the man for protection, and they think the way to properly vet for that protection is you got to have $100,000.
Right.
One ain't got shit to do with the other. The guy who made $45, well, I was about to say $45 an hour. I don't even know how much that is a year, but I don't know if that's good money or not. But somebody who makes fucking $40,000 a year, right? That okay, that's not a lot of money, but goddamn it, that's still enough to for y'all to live a comfortable life. You're not going to be fucking poor, assuming that you may have a job too. But even if you did, that's a whole different concept. But the thought that because he doesn't bring money, there's no other value. That's the problem that we got in our community. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, he don't have a lot of money, but he understands the protection part of the thing. Yeah, but fuck that. What about the money? Okay, bitch, that's one fucking aspect of life. That's where we have a very large disconnect, unfortunately.
But we got a disconnect like that because of what we're teaching them, right? That's our fault. That's on us. We the one running around here talking about catching the bag. We checking the bag. You check a bag, come hell or high water. You check a bag. However you get money is how you get money, and it's respected. So now you want to come on our Zoom live talking shit, looking like a 5 heartbeat. However, heartbeat.
I had a bad day, man, and now I'm offended. You can't talk about me no more.
I apologize, John. I love you. What,
I ain't heard
Crazy.
from Tamika in a minute. What's Tamika? What you think about all this right here? What's going on? What you think about it?
I have a hard problem. I have a hard time, first of all, with men trying to tell women how to be a woman. I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time with men trying to tell women why they can't get a man, what they doing wrong, what's this, what's that. I just feel like everybody, a woman, I just feel like a woman, I have my own way of doing things, my own way of thinking, my own way of handling things. You can't tell me how to be a woman because you don't know what I've been through, and you can't group me with the rest of the women in the world, period. You just can't. I'm my own individual. I got 10 fingers. Each one of them got their own fingerprints. So you can't identify me with everybody else. I've been dealing with that, like that's been like a pet peeve of mine, because that's all you see on the internet. There's so many men on here trying to tell a woman how to be a woman, why they can't do this and why they got this going on. Like I can't group you in the same category with the guys that I dealt with if I never dealt with you.
Exactly.
So you can't tell me why I don't have this and don't have that. As far as like a man protecting a woman, when it comes down to like protecting your family or protecting your woman or whatever, I just feel like that it's a respect thing. You respect me, I respect you. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. You're not gonna let nobody hurt me. To me, that's just how I feel. It doesn't break it down to the money. It doesn't matter if I make more money than you or you make more money than me. That doesn't matter to me. Or if we sitting here too broke, long as we got love and respect for each other, their protection thing, people take that different ways. I feel like, hey, if I'm out here running my mouth and I'm being reckless, I know you're gonna tell me, hey, listen, stop that. What you doing, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna cause a problem. I understand, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to that, I'm gonna pay attention to that. Same thing. If you doing the same thing, like if you out here and you doing something and I know it's not right for you, I'm gonna grab you by your coat and I'm gonna tell you, hey, this is gonna cause you to go in this direction, this is what's gonna happen. That's my protection. Me stopping you from getting yourself hurt and you stopping me from getting myself hurt. You know, we're not putting ourselves in each other's in harm's way. To where I gotta stand up, because if we walking down the street and a guy say something to me that's disrespectful, far as like, I feel like this, you take that, you handle that in a decent way. If you handle it in a decent way, I don't expect for you to do like Will did, get up and smack Chris Rock. No, I don't expect for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? I do expect for you to say, either you could say, well, could you not, deal with my, talk to my girl like this, whatever. Because that's, if they disrespecting you. I don't take stuff offensively all the time. Period. Period. There's nothing to offend me. I'm like John. I don't take my life a joke at all. People gonna say what they want to say. People voice their opinion or whatever. I don't feel like my man got to be macho. Long as ain't nobody invading my space, I'm good.
So if he chose not the same thing, would you still respect him as a man?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And in your life,
I
have
will.
you ever in your life have you like encountered other women who was like, no, this nigga needs to just go to the car and pop the trunk and kill everybody on the fucking block? Have you ever? Do you know?
Yes,
women like
I
that?
have. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a cousin, and she used to always, whenever she would get into it, she always called her brother. And I had to tell my auntie, tell her to stop, calling her brother for every situation, because you could be calling them to their death. Everybody can bleed. You know what I'm saying? Your people bleed like the next people. I feel like you handle it in a manner of mature way. Of course, if we walking up the street and it's a gang of guys and they talking shit, no, I don't expect you to get out there and beat all them guys' ass. No. I expect for you to say, you know what, keep on walking. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Long as they don't come up and physically put their hands on me or harm me in any kind of way, then you know what I'm saying? No. I don't expect for you to jump up and be macho man now. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna need you tomorrow. I don't just need you for right now.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
That's good. That's a good, yeah, well said.
Okay.
I really don't
So
care,
look.
y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But it's just there's so much to draw from it because it's black celebs involved, but more so it's black people involved, and it's a black woman and a black.
I mean, it's not a black. Why we keep making it a black or white thing?
No, I'm not trying. I mean, but see,
I feel like that should be an all race that you protect your. I mean, you protect your wife, but you use common sense with that. I don't think it should always be broken down to black women don't feel protected or white women don't feel protected.
Because
if you with an individual and you don't feel that they protect you, then you get the fuck away from that person because that person don't have your best interest at heart. And always saying something is not protecting you. It's like if they like Kennard say, I'm always looking, I'm always watching. I'm preventing you from walking into danger. So you won't have to feel protected. I'm gonna go beyond my duties to make sure that it's safe for you to even enter in any place, whether we're at home, whether we at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check the scene before you even get to the scene so I can know. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's that. It shouldn't have to be no black or white thing.
But it is because it's it's this whole thing with like the narrative that they're pushing is a lot of single black women, and so that whole we not protected thing or whatever goes along with that. Well,
there's a lot of single women. Let's be clear. There are a lot more men and women in the world than there are men. They push that narrative they say they single out black women when they use that term to make us look unwanted, unloved, like we, and because it's plenty of single women. You hear women all day, can't nobody find a nigga like as fly as I am, why I can't keep one. There's something wrong with the niggas, it just is what it is. But I want to point out that we spend a lot of time and a couple of days talking about Will Smith. We ain't talking about the fact that the U.S. is letting these fucking Ukrainians come over here and by the way, telling the soldiers, hey, they may call you niggas when they come in there. And so when we talk about what they're hiding, they're playing this shit all day long. Meanwhile, we ain't talking. We don't know whether Ketanji Jackson Brown Jackson has been even nominated. We're not the shit she made it.
Yes,
the shit that we're talking like the things that are going on in the world. Like really,
or the prices of everything gonna go up after this bill he just passed.
But it's fucked up.
Sending more money to Ukraine.
But you see how much time we spent on talking about something so like at the end of the day. He owes him an apology and the shit was fucked up. But man, we just spent the whole time talking about some shit that really it don't matter.
I was saying.
I mean, I think it does matter.
I was like, I really don't care.
John trying to say something.
Care. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So this is the reason why I see that it actually matters. In the Will Smith and the Jada Pinkett of it, when you bring it down to when you zoom all the way in, it's just those two. Fuck them, think of that tomorrow, whatever. Okay. When you extrapolate and you go into the fact. When you extrapolate, you go to the fact that it's other
not low down dirty shame.
Like you
keep the movie, man.
And you remember
God damn, man.
Like Miss Peaches.
Miss Peaches. Come on, man. He trying to kill all the movies. Get real
when you come to the
oh my God, damn.
The people who are looking at it, and you talk about the single women, single men, whatever stuff like that. This is the pool of women you got to draw from. And from that pool, you got all these people who think, no, he should have whooped his ass. So now, as a single dude, I'm thinking, wait, hold on. Because if you're trying to get me,
but it's not just women. It's not just women agreeing with him. It's men agreeing with. But it's men agreeing too. So just to act as if you got just one gender, black men are saying he should have did it too. So it's somebody for everybody. Right. It's somebody for everybody.
I misspoke. You goddamn right. Those people, right? So it's wrong for both. So what I'm saying is that's why it's a bigger thing than just Will Smith, because unfortunately, this just shows how people actually thinking like, oh, damn, okay, this ain't gonna work. Because what I'm not about to do in Inglewood is go out there and start slapping motherfuckers on 69 or whatever the fuck. That ain't about to happen.
Well, but I also think that any woman that cares something about you will, because although Kanai seems to think that women are emotional, most of the wars are started, majority of wars have been started by men and they emotional.
Because of women.
I say it mostly.
It's a group of women right now in Russia want Ukraine.
Sometimes you have to, Jada, first of all, it was his big night. Like he was being nominated for something that was like really big deal for him. So at that time, even with him being emotional, she should have, as his wife, hey, this, don't fuck up your night. Like you've been waiting your whole career to get this award. Yeah. Don't mess up your night behind this shit. It's not, we can handle this.
I totally agree.
I do agree with that.
I do
agree with that.
Because what he essentially did, nobody's talking about. People are talking about the award, but not in the context that they should be talking about. Talking about. They're talking about.
At what point can we call her a basic bitch? At what point can we put that?
I'm not calling her. I don't believe in calling no woman no bitch at all. And that's his wife. So however he want to protect me, if she a bitch or she a hoe, she a slut. If she'd have been slutted out all over, the West Coast, that's his wife. And
God damn, a sinner.
I'm just saying that because whatever it is, he loves her and that's his wife. And if for nothing else, you have to respect the fact that that's his wife. You gotta respect him.
A basic bitch can be loved.
Well, then, if a basic bitch can be loved, stop complaining about a man actually loving her. You know what I'm saying?
No. What I'm saying,
if that's a basic bitch, let her be loved. You know what I'm saying?
No. What I'm saying is that she's loved. We're talking about Will Smith's actions, what he should or should not have done. Right. They are a couple. He's supposed to respect and protect her. She's just as much supposed to respect him.
Right on.
I agree.
Ain't she? I agree. Am I wrong? If you see your husband about to jump out the window, you ain't supposed to stop this nigga.
You just let him go. You just sat in your fucking chair and you let him go.
That's what I said earlier. She should have been the one to kind of pull his tail and be like, "Hey, this ain't the place for this."
Yeah, I agree with that.
Talk to him later.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what her basic level to me.
She should have stopped it.
And then bust this.
Maybe. Okay, but let's just see. A lot of people, when they in stressful situations, they fucking freeze too. So maybe she didn't believe what the fuck she was looking at either. You never know. Because guess what? Maybe this was very out of his character. She wasn't expecting him to go up there and do that. So she just kind of sitting there shocked and froze too. I just try to look at it.
We're making a lot of excuses for very bad behavior.
No. What I'm saying, what I was just saying is I'm just trying to look at it from and this is just me. This is how I think about stuff. Before I make a decision on anything, I try to weigh the whole situation. I try to. But then again, this ain't my situation. So maybe I'm looking at it with less emotion than they have in this shit. You know what I mean?
That's true. We are Monday morning quarterback in all of this. So you're right.
Right.
Straight up. I think she.
And honestly, I just don't care.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care either. But it's like what I saw was like
it's a hot topic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot topic. True indeed. But
I didn't think it was real at first.
I mean, I thought it was real. I felt like this was real. The way this nigga was cussing him out from the fucking seat, like he's some nigga in the street, like they in the fucking in the alley some fucking way, hooting and hollering and all this. And I'm like, niggas, you really like on this shit right now? Like you really cussing him out like that? And then you hit him in his fucking face, man, over this.
It took me a second to know it was real. Because I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the joke. I thought it was a skit. I'm like, okay, well, so
everybody, even the people in the audience thought it was a joke. If y'all ain't seen the memes, what's her name, Lupita Nyong'o? Look at her fucking facial expression.
Right over there. Yes.
Everybody thought it was a fucking joke.
And I'm like,
she's very pretty.
Here, she reckless as hell. She, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I say she got rid of her ass.
He should have been.
But y'all don't know. What if it was his idea to say, okay, let's have an open relationship so that nigga can have his cake and eat it too, and she had a motherfucking long job.
A long job.
I've seen that go well.
Crazy.
You gotta be emotionally intelligent to have. You gotta be really in tune with your emotions to.
I'm gonna be honest.
You have to be very secure in yourself.
It's usually the man's idea because he feels that his woman gonna be so fucking faithful to him that she ain't gonna mess with nobody. He gonna be doing all the hot dicking. But what happens is, or what I think happened is, she got a little too into that shit. And I mean, because I look, as a woman,
Yeah, I
I've
totally
been in
see
several
that.
relationships. That's a man's suggestion. Because most men gonna be like, what the fuck? Hell no, if a woman brought that to them. Because they don't want nobody messing with their women.
No, we gotta think. Okay, hold up. Because we talking about ridiculously rich people. We talking about Will Smith. So they not playing on the same level that we are.
They
The
still
average
human.
man.
They still human. They still
No.
fucking
We're
human.
not talking about human beings. No,
You
listen to what I'm saying. The average man cannot walk into a room and the pussy just gravitates towards him. Will Smith is on another level, financially, physically, and aesthetically.
Yep. Right on.
So when it comes
Yeah.
to that particular thing, it will be beneficial in that case for both of them. Jada Pinkett fine, dude, women think he look good. They both got money, so they're like, "Hey, fuck the chief. We just gonna sling this dick. You gonna sling that pussy." But if you're not,
I mean, it has to be. Listen, what I'm saying is, it of course has to
She
be a
called
mutual
Phyllis.
agreement.
Yeah.
It has to be a mutual agreement, okay?
Right.
Because otherwise, they would be divorced by now if one of them didn't
I
agree.
totally agree that they had to agree when she fucked
I'm
up.
sure they agree. What I'm saying is that he wasn't
a
secure.
mutual agreement. It was a mutual agreement because at the time that she messed with August Alsina, at that time she was messing with August, it was a time that they weren't even living in the same household.
Say a lot.
It was during the separation. They started off as swingers. Then when they ended up going, I think the terminate relationship where she was doing right. They took a time apart from each other because they were not around each other because he was doing multiple movies as well as she was.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, for her and August to even get close they wasn't even living in the same household. August was actually living in the household with her and the kids, and Will was staying elsewhere. So that was the whole thing with that. Like, it wasn't like
Lisa, like,
she actually just
that's
cheated. Like, this was something that they agreed to. Okay, we're gonna live in separate households. You agree to do you while whatever we put out together. You do you, whatever we figure it out. And then we come back. And because when they came back together as they said, okay, well, we're going to come back together, we're going to be together. She cut the whole August thing off. And that's what pissed him off.
She's still fucking him.
That's what pissed August off.
I agree.
I don't climbed out the back window.
I don't doubt that they agree. Well, so I'm saying that they agree. But I'm saying that you can agree and still not be secure enough to handle what you agreed to.
Exactly.
Well, no, because at the time that she was messing with August, he was messing with the white woman.
Just because he getting outside pussy don't mean that he's not sore about somebody fucking on his girl.
Like I said,
anybody. I mean, of course, I'm for sure she felt some type of way about. I'm sure she felt some type of way as well. They're still together. Yes, they are humans. I don't care how many zeros behind their name. They are humans. So yes, I'm quite sure it felt some type of way. The fact of the matter, like, even with August coming forth, because he got his little petty ass feelings and he came forth with it. So now she got to get ahead of it and tell the story. She got to tell exactly what happened because people now in the world want to know details. Is this what's saying that they was quiet for a while before they even spoke out at the red table?
And
but people
that's
kept
why
pushing at them.
That's why you should not be speaking about your personal relationship in a public forum.
But see, the reason why they decided to bring it to the red table and tell it at
damage
the red
control.
table.
Damage control.
Exactly.
You don't do that. Okay, guess what? If I'm married, me, Johnny, I'm married. And I'm sitting and the dude goes out there and says, yeah, I've been fucking Johnny's wife, blah, blah, blah. I'm secure enough to not give a damn what you, him, any of y'all think. This is my goddamn relationship. I don't have to explain myself to nobody on this.
Right on.
This is my relationship. I just
that's the thing. You live in your life privately. They live in their life publicly.
But
that's
they
what I'm saying. No.
Once they become celebrities, they don't have no life.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of private celebrities out there. They choose to live that life that way. It is so many celebrities we don't know shit about because they choose to be it that way. Right. They choose it to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like you putting yourself out there in front of judge and juror.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who Cedric the Entertainer fucking. I have no clue. I ain't never known.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Who? He's been married. he's been married for quite some while now.
I know, but if they dipping out, I don't know because they don't ever say nothing. Samuel Jackson, I don't know who he fucked, and I don't get because they never say nothing.
Right, and I can respect that because you know what? This is, to me, marriage is a private thing. It's between you and your wife, and this is y'all's thing. It should not be a public affair, you know.
But they also not. But see, they also not married to celebrities. These are two. You notice that the only private ones are the ones that not married to other celebrities. Every celebrity that's married is always.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's married.
What two celebrities
we had less than a minute, y'all. We had less than a minute.
Not being talked about.
Well,
shit.
I mean, but they don't know. They don't know all these.
Lisa Mann and Judd Apatow are both married.
Motherfucking, I can name a million motherfuckers, but
we didn't know a lot about Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa until they said that they were divorcing.
They kept
right.
Yeah, that's because she learned to shut the fuck up from her previous.